Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Ravens going up against the Patriots.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Double tight, double tight.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing. No. Over.
Check. Fresno.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hurry up.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Over. Detroit.
Alert.
On 3rd down, that's Brooks. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Yeah, baby.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Taking it about the 16. Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
Two tights. 3 down.
Here we go now. Boom, landing. Leopard.
Kill.
No. Check. Patriot.
All right, here we go.
Leopard.
Kill. Turn up.
On 1st down, Thomas. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here.
Set. Boom, Leopard. Watch it now.
Check hot route. Hot.
Gun. Over. Detroit.
Switch.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Watch it.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
No, check.
Check Mike 99. Mike.
To throw is Thomas. Off the bootleg. Hard throw, incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
I got it.
Set. 3-19. All right, now look at 56.
Hey, here we go.
All right, now look. Back nine, Leopard. Leopard. Set. Green.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Set.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now let's go. Green 39. Watch it now. Gun. All right, here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Switch.
Hot.
Throwing on first down. Thomas. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Thomas. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Red zone opportunity.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Watch him, everybody. Over. Now let's go. Green, 39.
On first and 10, Thomas goes underneath for Henry. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space more times than...
Yeah, he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks with his first touchdown in a Patriot uniform. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this is a look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, "Foul it away, lad. Foul it away," because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the
All right,
moment.
now look,
I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard Laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Laddie.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
No. Check, Patriots.
He's checking crack.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, 319.
Check.
319.
Check 13.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
You got him. You got him. That's what I do.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90. Gone. Over.
Right here. Tighten up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Hey. We got 4.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey.
All right, here we go.
4 down.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a...
Certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a handoff looking right. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Over! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Over! Here we go now. Green 39.
32. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Flush to his right. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go, defense. Let's go,
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Now let's go.
Here's Thomas to throw on second down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Detroit! Detroit!
Right.
Now let's go.
Thomas on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Now let's go.
Now carry for Henry. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ringo.
Set. Green. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Thomas now looking to throw on second down. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Set. Blue 90.
Now Thomas to throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's get that ball right here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3-19.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
Watch it now, Barney.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Two tights.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw is Thomas. Off the play fake. And avoids the contact by sliding. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Double tight.
All right, here we go. Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. All right now.
Hey, let's get some penetration.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thomas. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriots! Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard! Over!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up! Over! Detroit! Over!
Slam!
Leopard!
Under 10!
Detroit! Watch you now, Barney! Watch you now! No! Check! Patriot!
From the gun, Thomas. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Strong left.
All right, here we go. Blue line! Detroit!
Get that ball.
Over!
Safe.
Set! Green!
57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And here comes play number 6
Check.
on this drive.
Patriot! Here we go now. Blue lining!
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me
Watch
and
you now, Barney!
It's just me and you.
Hurry up, here we go! Leopard!
Here's Thomas to throw on 2nd down.
Kill.
Letting one go deep here. Dropped. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Hurry up, here we go! Gun!
Thomas on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tyus Bowser coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Double tight.
Here we go now. 319! 319!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Gardner. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Thomas now on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude the group is behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Bunch set, eyes up, bunch set.
Now let's go! Blue landed!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hurry up, over! Gun!
Get me?
They go play action here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Double dog.
All right, here we go. Over!
Now Thomas throwing on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch
Back
tight.
now
Tight
in
end's right.
Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the
Hey,
crowd
hey,
at this
got
point
three,
as their
got
guys
three,
have a
three
big
down,
lead
three
here
down.
to start quarter number 4. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
All right, here we go.
You got three.
Looking to throw. Thomas. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this
Man, left,
point.
man, left.
This is 3rd and 7.
Out. 3 down, 3 down.
Henry running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
I got it.
Derrick Henry, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Oh, yeah, that's the score, baby. That's it, huh?
Extra point attempt to come here. And oh, it's blocked.
Oh, that's me. That's me. Get off him. Get on. I got it. We got it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
On the ball.
Now let's go.
Mike 54.
Green 39.
Mike 54.
Green 39. All right, now. Over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Double tight.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught out left by Perriman. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Tight end right. 3 down,
Hurry up,
3
here we
down.
go.
Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
No, check. Patriots. Over.
Check.
Leopard. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Hey, switch gears.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Shit.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Tight left.
Watch you now, Barney. Detroit.
3 down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Back. That's it, baby.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Set. 3. Detroit. All right, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Flip one out here to his running back, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's coming again. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Alert! Alert!
Back to throw. Thomas. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley.
No.
In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Boom! Sack, baby! Sack!
New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
57.
Looking to throw. Thomas. This is caught. It's Cooks. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss it open field.
On second down, here's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Get him, boys! Oh, yeah!
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Hurry up, here we go. No. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Tight end left, tight end left.
Here we go. All right, now, look. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Over. Back there. Detroit. Hot.
Check out route.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
36.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Watch left. All
Right, here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. Gun. Now let's go. Landed.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo.
Alert three.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 3 down.
All right, Detroit.
On first down, Garoppolo.
Under crush.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Tight right, tight right.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mike 8. Mike 8.
It's our time. It's our time.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
All day. All day.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead will grow. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 22-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Single, 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 single.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Sack! Over!
Now Garoppolo.
Check three.
On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into to the regular season, the first game of the year. And you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It's just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it. Then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Pats, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
What are you doing?
Just got out of the game.
You got another game?
Heck no, I'm about to hop on that away out.